Yeah, I think a movement needs a spokesperson, but I don't think anyone's trying to put Jay Z or in a Malcolm X or leadership role. It's just I think it's just more of like, why are you going against the grain, right? Like, of all the places that you could sell this record, this 30-year-old record, like, you want to sell it at Target when you know right now, like,
Yeah,
shit is kind of fuzzy right now with Target. But I also recognize, like, sometimes you don't get a choice about where your album is sold. Apparently, he doesn't own uh, the masters for a reasonable doubt 100%. It's still like him and Dame Dash own like a portion. Him, Dame, and the third person, I can never remember their name, but like, I guess because he doesn't own it, he can't really say where it's sold. But the thing is like the morning after the first night of the Roots picnic, when Jay Z performed, they announced that the Reasonable Doubt album was going on sale, and I saw that. I saw it like that morning. Like, I went on the website, and it had like a link to the exclusive Target deal, and then it had a link to just the regular one. I bought the regular one because I wasn't gonna buy it from Target. But I was mad though. Like, I definitely felt the way. Like, damn, why is he selling this album at Target? Like, because you clicked the link and it immediately took me to the Target app. Like, it took me completely out of the website. Because I was saying, like, okay, if I can like buy it from his website and it takes it from the Target, then I'll do that. But if you're gonna take me directly to Target, like, I can't buy it from. I can't. So I bought it from the website.
So you got the unexclusive one? Is that what
Yeah, I got the regular one.
So do you think that that's Target's strategic, like they using, like he a token right now?
I don't know if it's him or if it's just maybe he has like a distribution deal with whoever like presses records. They just because he doesn't, because I feel like if he owned 100% of the masters for Reasonable Doubt, I don't think it would be a Target. I feel like Jay Z would probably not have decided to do that.
But see, you bring up a good point of why I feel like these boycotts fail. Like you said, you would buy it from directly from
wasn't
the
me.
website. You
That's not me.
distributed by Target, right?
Yeah, because it would. I would buy it just because I would get the exclusive deal, and if it was like, because my thinking is like, okay, it's all probably shipping from the same
Yeah.
record pressing place. So instead of grabbing the one from this pile, just grab me the one from over there that has the white vinyl, and just because it's white. I mean, and that's the other thing too. Like, the exclusivity is not really that. It didn't move me. From what I read, it looked like the only difference was that the vinyl, the actual vinyl, would be white. Which
Same.
I don't know. I mean, that may be a hint by Jay Z. Like, let me give you this white album at white Target
Subliminal.
for their white audience. So maybe, I don't know.
Well, when you make, I don't know. It's it almost just on his face. I see how you can see it'd be like this is because Target needs our dollars, so this is a way that they can get Jay Z put on their name to get traffic. Like you said, that's traffic 101. You trying to buy something that doesn't even have to do with Target, but it takes you straight to the Target website first.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
But the flip side to that, though, too, is that there have been other exclusive vinyls. Kendrick had one that came out since the boycott had started. So it's not like Jay-Z's the first one to cross the line and
Right.
sell an exclusive. So, like, and again, like, Kendrick had one, and I don't think Kendrick would have done that either. So to me, it feels like this is kind of high. It's above, like, the decision making of the person who's putting out the art, right? Because I seen Jamel Hill was saying like she can't pull her book out of Target. Like, her book is being sold in Target, and people are hitting her up like, I thought you was down for the cause, but your book is being sold at Target. And she's like, if you don't buy the bitch, why are you in Target anyway? One, but like, don't buy it from Target. Like, dead ass. Go to like a black owned bookstore and buy the book there. Don't buy it from Target. So
Yeah.
if that's the move and everybody's doing it because it's part of a distribution deal, like how mad can you be at Jay-Z because this record happens to be there?
Yeah. I think it's more of a like a optics.
Yeah, because you still
Yeah.
get the white fans that go to those places and want to buy stuff that support black people. So
Nah, man, we ain't on that this year. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
We
But like
Nah,
even
just-
with this, but even with the Target protest, like Jamal Bryant said it's over. So the thing is like no protests are really like you can't have 100% participation
Lord.
for any.
This
protest,
is the
right?
this is probably like the longest protest I've seen from a store in a long time. Like I can't believe we're still doing this. I thought we'd be done. This would be over by now.
Well, it was different. It was different segments that did protest. So there was not one big protest, and that's what's probably the confusing part for everybody was even with the Jamal Bryant thing. I found myself defending Jamal Bryant, and I don't really want to, but it's like because people will say that statement because that's then went viral. Now Jamal Bryant said it's over. That he was like, no, for his church, what their portion in it was over. If you still want, he even said it in his speech. If you still want to go shop or there, you can. If you don't want to, if you want to continue protest, that's cool. What they were doing, the website that they had going on, all that kind of stuff. And then some people got mad because there were other people, Nina Turner and some other people that had other negotiations going on. And that kind of was the problem too. You had his protest going on. You had other black, protests going on. But then you had like they all wanted a meeting with Target, and they were meeting with Target for different things. So Target was like, okay, well, which one is y'all spokesperson, for us to get what y'all want, you know what I mean? Because this group is asking for this group is asking for this group is asking for this. And they giving these demands. We ain't going. Like, what's really the...
Sounds like Trump and Iran.
who's your leader? Who's your leader?
Yeah. So when Jamal Bryant pulled out, it was like, look, our portion of it is pretty much done. We set up a thing, Then it was like, who is you to say it's done? And it's like, oh Lord, then it just went viral.
Yeah. Well, I mean that kind of speaks to like what you were talking about. Like when there's a movement, there are spokespersons and leaders that tell you like how this movement is supposed to go, and he was one of them. And so like when one of the spokespersons says that it's over while the other two is like, nah, it's not over, it just really causes confusion in the movement. Yeah. And so like everybody is like, wait, so
what are we doing? Like, can
right.
I get
so
can I get it? No.
So now it's just like a personal choice, right? I don't know. I haven't been personally, but I miss it. But it's also one of those things. It's like I think about how we as people really love Target. Like we as a community called that place Target. We like considered ourselves a better version of people because we stopped going to Walmart and went to Target, right? Like we were not those people who were still going to Walmart. We went to Target. Like it would talk about how like, man, it's hard to just go to Target to buy the one thing that you wanted to get and walk out without buying something else you didn't. So it's like, man, I heard somebody say like Target was invited to the cookout. And I feel like they kind of were. Like we really were loyal to them. And so I feel like even if in the midterms we regain control of the government, and then Target's like, you know what, let's bring back the DEI initiatives that we took away. Like I feel like it's too little too late, man. It's too little. Like right. Y'all played for years in our faces talking about how much y'all cared about DEI and this, that, and the third. And then as soon as this administration came in, it was like, we off that. And y'all can protest as much as y'all want to. We'll still show up at y'all black ass functions and try as much as we can to keep y'all, but like we will not fold on this DEI stuff. So like to roll it back after the midterms, man. their brand is forever tarnished, man. And I say that as a person who knows someone who works for Target. I love Target. I love this person. It sucks, man. It hurts.
When last time y'all shopped at Target? Have y'all not shopped at Target since the boycott?
I actually have, but I did
That's true.
technically I did not shop at Target. I went to Starbucks. I went in and got me a Starbucks.
Starbucks in the
Yup.
It still
And that was
counts.
it. I know. That was like,
I sold my Target stock, but I shop at Target. I don't participate in the shopping boycott, but I participate in
I think I've probably been there once.
Yeah, I think I've been there like once, maybe twice,
I was
but
about to say, yeah.
It was like a pickup. I had to get something for a birthday present. So I bought something and like pulled up and had to bring it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't go in?
yeah, I did my shopping online. I went to Target.com.
It's the fastest when it comes to like getting something delivered to your
Man,
car.
they
They are.
Like be ready in an hour.
To Greg's point, I mean, they was invited to the cookout at one point because they had a lot of black branded stuff in there at one point.
Yeah, and that's why I went.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
think they
all
still
my
do.
skincare.
They still do.
But they got rid of some of the skincare. I used to get my skincare from Target. They stopped selling.
But let's start the show.
I like y'all shirts, by the way, before we get started. Big Dad Energy, the Dadalorian. I know. My shirt actually says, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck my shirt says. What does it say?
Hey, put this on the outtakes.
Oh, okay. I had to read upside down. I was like, what did it say? It says,
Look at I'm buying the Jamel Hill shirt.
Ooh, welcome to the Brother Friends podcast show.
yes,
Yeah.
we are here.
That's it.
Free.
Yeah. Ow.
Right, yep.
What up, Chris?
Yo, happy Juneteenth, happy post Father's Day to all my brothers and friends.
Oh, Juneteenth too, so. Oh, you keep Juneteenth for the week. It's fine. Juneteenth is for the week. What up, Greg?
What up? Back in the building. Happy to be here. Happy to be seen. Happy to steal his line.
What up, Fred?
Yo, what's up? Freddie T in the place to be. Coming off an amazing Father's Day weekend and Juneteenth weekend and ready to get to next year's.
Indeed. What up, Gary?
What up? Be like Greg and rip off Gary G in the place to be because I'm free on Juneteenth.
Oh, wow. He just rapped.
Bars.
Die line, die line, die line.
How about y'all started?
What are we talking about today?
Man, so perfect timing for this topic. Coming fresh off of Father's Day. Just trying to figure out, do you guys as parents know what y'all doing when it comes to raising your kids around social media? Do you? Because Britain seems to think y'all don't. Because they have decided that they were not letting their kids under 16 get on social media. And that includes TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, X, and YouTube. And I know, a lot of millennial parents use YouTube as a babysitter. There's a lot of videos, a lot of things on there that you just got to keep those kids entertained. So guys, what are we saying? Like, do we think this is a good idea? I mean, there's been a lot of talk about, the negative effects of social media on kids and how to deal with that. I mean, there's obviously negative effects on adults, and we're grown. Yeah. So, like, it makes sense that, it would be hard for kids to navigate social media and dealing with, like, puberty and friends and growing into your body and trying to figure out that whole thing while also navigating social media. we didn't have to deal with that. So it it's what is it like parenting children who have to navigate this? And like, do you feel like this might be a bit of an overreach to block social media?
In our era, and back in the golden days, it was too much TV for us because everything was on TV. We didn't have all of the iPads and the internet was was just coming about. So it is a different era. I just like a Gary view is I see kind of both sides a little bit where it's like it's almost like a gun. Gun can be if trained right can be used for a lot of good things, but also with great power comes great responsibility. And with the social media, like you said, it's a good learning tool, but then at the same time, depending upon what you're learning, it's a good learning tool, for bad stuff as well. So if they could put regulations, I guess not necessarily a total ban, but regulations on. Okay, I just got the idea in my head from the. Remember they used to have the phones that were just for kids, and it only had stuff that kids could go through, kids programming, that kind of stuff. I don't know how reasonable that could be with the social media thing, but if they could do something like that, and you get access per different ages, more access per different ages, maybe with the help of parental
Yeah,
supervision.
yeah, I agree with Gary. I feel like this is just this generation's. Let's blame something. Let's blame some kind of media event. Gary said, like back in the day, too much video games led to school violence, and that wasn't the case. It was bad parenting, and so I think this is like you said. I think this is an overreach. I don't think a country needs to ban something to help parents become better parents. I think media companies already put a lot of restrictions on their apps, so you can go into the settings and you can limit the things that your kids are viewing. So yeah, I'm on the side of a ban isn't necessary.
I'm okay with the ban. I think I'm in the middle. With me having a daughter that's just turned 13, I'm at that fine line to where like how much more room should I let her have? Like, I mean, we do a pretty good job parenting. Like, we limited their screen time. Like, they get, we set the hour limit per day. So like, after an hour or 2 hours, they got to come to us, and we got to put a password into their phones for them to continue to be able to be on those social media platforms. Like YouTube was the only one that I like would see that I would take out of this, just because I don't know. And even then, like if they really wanted to be on YouTube, like we just have a family account to where everybody uses the same YouTube, and then like I can go in there and see what was recently played. Like, oh, why you watching this or whatever. But like I said, dealing with a daughter that's 13, like trying to figure out how much more, I guess, how much more of the leash I should let go is starting to become harder for me to figure out to where like her consuming too much. Like it's not like my youngest, like, all right, you only need to be on here for an hour, then you need to find something else to do. To where she's, my oldest, she's out, she's kind of doing things with her friends, and like her friends might be on it, and then like it might be embarrassing to her, like, I only get to be on it for an hour. Where like, but at the same time, like I'm parenting to where her friends like they
Right.
have like the ranks to do whatever they want. So I'm okay with the ban. If they're gonna give the ban, like I feel like at that point, like if I really want my child to be on social media, then we can share an account.
That's
He, yeah, I kind of agree with Fred on that. Like I'm not, I'm not 100% against the ban, but I'm not 100% for the ban. Like, I'm kind of like someone in the middle. I would take YouTube out because, granted, YouTube can be very, they have other stuff on there, but it can be very educational too. Like, you would still find like things like for educating, things that help kids, learn and stuff like that too. So I feel like that can be, excluded. But like what Chris said, that there are a lot of security settings you can set on their account to make sure that they are safe, and you can always have their passwords and stuff like that. So that way you can log in and see what they're doing on that and stuff like that. So I do feel like, like if you can't, I understand the ban, but at the same time, the parents do have to step up and, run that, make sure that all the kids are, online with the social media and they not getting too carried away with it.
Now, my stance on it, I as a non-father myself, I believe that I'm in full support of the ban. Social media does have like harmful effects when it comes to mental health. Like that, there are studies, there's books out that have kind of like proven that, and it also like opens them up to like bullying, grooming, inappropriate materials, like people reaching out to them, like there's a it's different it's different than us watching TV. I get why we would want to equate it, but like the TV didn't talk back to us. The TV didn't have like direct algorithms designed for us to send messages to us, right? Like when we turned it on the TV, like what was on was what was on, and it wasn't directed at us to form an opinion or change our mind or groom us in any sort of way. Where I feel like also too, you hear like these tech companies have children. These tech companies owners have children and they don't let their kids on these social media platforms. And I feel like that's a pretty big indicator. Like if your own daughter isn't if your own child, you don't let them get on Instagram because you know that the algorithm is addictive and troublesome and problemsome, then like it's probably a good idea to take that warning, because I mean the algorithm, we get inundated with algorithms as adults like on Facebook. You talk about one thing to your partner just sitting next to them, and then the next thing you know, you open up Facebook and there's a whole ad about what you were just conversing about. So it's like
Right.
the more I can shield my child from that level of exposure and marketing and just like direct pressure to get into this rat race, like the better. Because and then too, like you get these other parents who let their kids get on social media, or just kids who just get on social media and just bully your kid, but put it on a platform to where like hundreds of people get to see it, man. It could be really, really detrimental, man.
So, quick question then, like, and I don't want to go too deep in the weeds, but so is it social media itself or the bullet that's in the gun of social media? Like the fact that the algorithms are more negative. Like I'm interested to know about the studies that that it's harmful and to the mental and everything. Are these because is it because of the bad programming, or let's say if in a perfect world, if there were more educational or positive things, do the same outcomes happen?
From what I read, it's because like social media, it shortens the kid's attention span. Like just the purpose of social media clips is just quick clips, hits and stuff, whatever. So
Hmm.
they,
Okay.
yeah, so they can't sit still and watch like a 30-minute show. Now we're giving you 15-second
15
shows.
minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, working in childcare, I would do like randomly, like especially when summer comes, I would like take my older kids on field trips, and we would go to Walmart. I'm like, all right, we're gonna buy some games for y'all to play during summertime, and like you can just tell, like those games are short lived. Like y'all picked the games, so y'all physically went in the store, and I paid for whatever y'all put in the cart. And now we get back and y'all play with it for a day, and then those
And then
games
you
sit on
done
the
with it.
shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, but they like, can we get on our tablets? That's like all day. So like, even then, like, no, like, and they know now, like, they know on Mondays and Wednesdays, like, don't ask me, like, y'all can't have tablets. Y'all got to find something else to do. Like, and then like, only at specific times during the day, like, at this time, like, put the tablets up. Y'all need to find something to do. We go outside, find some board games, draw some papers. Like, I'll find a science project every now and then that we can do. But like, and even the science project, like they just can't. Like I'm reading through it, and and they just want to get to it. I'm like, no, you got to read the instructions. You got to know what to do first.
True
Like, we
that.
can't just start throwing stuff in the thing and thinking we gonna make science. It's like it's a process.
It's a process. Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't wait for that process. It's like I need it now. It's like a microwave. I need it now. Like
That
don't cook my
dopamine
stuff on
hit.
the stove. Yeah, don't cook my stuff on
Yeah.
the stove. Put it in the microwave.
I do have a question, especially going back to what Greg said, as far as since he's okay with it. And my whole thing been with like a lot of this that's been surrounding like why is the age of 16? Like why like what changes from 15 to 16 that you now have that capability? Yeah, why not 18? Like, why you have that capability to? I'm not saying that you agree with the age, Greg. I'm just saying this. I'm just questioning in general the age as far as like why is 16 that age that you can be like okay, I'm now free from all the mental stress that Greg talked about, the bullying, because I think bullying was more prolonged to happen when you are of 16, 17, the high school age. Like I can't see like my kid, I can't see a teen with, but they're not on like Instagram or nothing. But I can't see like a like Imani. Well, maybe I can, but like her age. Not saying her in general, like her age group.
Oh,
But like I'm just saying like I'm just trying to figure out like why is a 16-year-old okay to get on social media, but like not a 15-year-old. I always wonder that like people, the countries who pass that law, like why is that the
like
age to
why
do?
that age?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I mean, I, I don't know. Like I feel like that age is. I don't know. For me, when I experienced bullying, bullying for me was more prevalent in middle school, junior high school, like that era. Like bullying in high school wasn't as prevalent for me. So like I feel like leading up to 16 was probably would have been like a really tough time for me on social media because also too you got to think like you think about all these kids who never really go outside so they don't really have friends in real life. And so like they're looking on social media at other kids who have all these friends who are out in real life and they just feel more isolated, more alone, like more just kind of detached from society and community. And I feel like maybe as a maybe as a 16-year-old, maybe you may be able to navigate that a little better and maybe understand like what that means versus like you may be able to differentiate like real life versus what you see on your phone.
Yeah. And I think maybe they're thinking they're becoming more independent at 16. Like they're gaining more independence. Like I don't know if it's typical in all countries, but you know you can get your driver's license here in the states when you turn 16. So that might be a factor.
That's what I was gonna say. Like 16 would, yeah, you can get a driver's license. So that's one of the reasons I was gonna say.
so should we? So should that
Why
be
they
the law?
started it.
Like the only way you get social media is if you get a license.
Yeah, I guess they figure if you can manage multitask driving, you should be able have some wherewithal. I guess
Do you
I'm
trust
not
16-year
sure.
olds to manage multitasking?
Nope, not really.
To know what you discover on Instagram while driving at the same time. That's a bad idea.
Because my four are I guess my reason to like to accept the ban or to be okay with the ban is more so like we're not in a perfect society, so we can't expect all parents to parent their kids. So in that case, we might need the government to step in and parent those kids that are running wild. I guess, like just like in everything else, like you can't send your kid to school and expect that the kids that are going to be their classmates to have respect and know how to behave. So you just got to teach your kid, like, if you see this, get away from this. Like, this isn't behavior you want to, be connected with.
So is it like what Chris said? Then is it's a parenting
Yeah, but that's what I'm
thing.
saying. So that's why I'm for it because all parents. This ain't a perfect world, and all parents ain't gonna parent. So
So
we
this
gonna have to.
is a ban to assist the parents, I guess, in parenting. I guess.
Yeah. So and we just like, and the
Okay.
parents that are doing a good job, just we get the shrapnel of what happens for the parents that aren't doing a good job. Just got to take it in the chin.
Because like in my school district, our school district banned. They didn't ban social media, but they banned cell phones use, at school. So like I don't know if it was, I don't know what the reasoning was. I'm assuming it was some bullying, cyberbullying issues, or but they banned any device that has a camera to be used in school. So, you know, I don't know. I felt like that was kind of a stretch at first. I was like, man, like your kid can't use a cell phone now. Like, I don't know, but
Yeah, it kind of goes with what the threat is. I said this to my son during the school year one time because he was kind of upset that they banned certain things in their school during the school year, and I was like, normally that happens because you have one stupid person that ruined it for everybody. That actually crossed that line. I used to work at the Cincinnati Zoo a long time ago, and they used to wonder why we didn't allow straws and lids in the zoo. And it was like, well, why? This is stupid. It was like, well, because some people threw the straws and lids inside of the exhibits and stuff, so it harmed. So somebody had to cross the line for them to have to do a regulation on it. So I see why they would go that route, as far as like, with the video and stuff like that. But at the same time, yeah, I was like, these kids live in a different world than what I was. Because even to Greg's point, we had bullying, we had grooming, all of that kind of stuff. We just didn't get it at the pace, I think, that they get it nowadays.
And level of access. I mean,
True.
the amount of access to be groomed, or for like some adult to reach out to a kid, it's so much easier, right? Like, and you have to just be so much more knowledgeable and aware about like who you're talking to, and like, and that's another reason I think why they pick 16 too. You're probably a little less likely to be tricked into meeting somebody somewhere that you shouldn't be, thinking that there's somebody that they're not.
Yeah.
Because like that happens too. Like, I don't know if the benefits of social media outweigh the negatives.
So what about
Like,
counter programming then? Because that's what they did with the TV when it was like this, all of the say no to drugs, or like after your favorite episode or clip, let's just take it to this area, this clip. It would they'd be sitting on something and all of a sudden they're out of character and get serious, like, hey, don't do drugs, and you know what I mean. Even like the cartoons, G.I. Joe, you would have the little message afterwards or something. Not saying to do it exactly like that because that was like 80s and stuff, but this generation's version of counter program. Oh, right. I was scrolling TikTok one time. You get in at midnight, and all of a sudden it was one that came up and said, "Are you scrolling again? You need to go to bed." And I was appreciative of that. Like, you know what? I have been on here for a minute.
yeah, and those are features that the tech companies built into the settings. But Greg, you brought up a good point there. Like, what do you think are the benefits of social media, just in general, not just for teens or kids, but just what are the benefits of social media?
I mean, I think the benefits are for everybody. It's like a way to stay connected to people. It's a way to share information, to get information, to spread misinformation. If that's what you're looking for, I mean, that could be a benefit. But I mean, obviously the negative would be the spread of misinformation. But like, I think social media has its place.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
I
agree.
I think it does. It has a right to be here. It'll never go away. It has its place. I just think, maybe we as a society have just allowed it to be too prevalent, as opposed to something a little more exclusive.
Because like, I agree. Because like my son, he isn't on social media, but he uses FaceTime to make those connections with his friends, and his
He
best
uses
friend.
Roblox.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
a form
yeah,
of social
yeah.
media.
Okay, yeah.
You see, use them so.
Yeah,
Huh?
because they're talking to people that they don't know. They gaining
Well, then that means that I can hop on a video game and Call of Duty, and then I'm on social media. That's
Yeah.
social media. I don't. I
Yeah.
won't call that social media though.
I'm with Fred on this.
The
Yeah.
actual definition is talking social. Yeah, social is talking to somebody over media.
Over-
That's the actual definition. Like, and you gonna say it like you read the
No,
definition.
just
The actual definition is
That's what's in
social
Webster right
talking
there. Right
over
there.
media. I mean, duh.
Webster right there.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but yeah, that's my point. Is you're hampering. I feel like you're hampering your kids if you don't allow them to interact on social media. And so I'm at the point where, like, even like keyboarding class, we didn't take keyboarding class until high school. I'm
Right.
already trying to get my son, to get his fingers aligned on the keyboard lap, and he's not
Mhm.
even in third grade yet. So like, I don't know. I feel like tech, like you said, social media tech is here to stay, and you have to have your kids in it in order for them to be able to be of the future.
I think there's a lot
Do
of
you though?
negativity. I think
Because it'll still be there when they're 16.
Yeah,
But-
but that's what I mean.
but
Like,
will they
you
be
gotta get 'em,
behind?
like used
Yeah.
to it. Like,
So
like I
what
said, I'm
if-
already trying to get his keyboard skills on.
So what if like they came out with like a social media that was designed for kids? Like people who like 16 over can't be in there. It's
That was
people
supposed to
only
be
for people
Roblox.
who are 16 below.
It's supposed to be Roblox, but pedophiles are gonna find a way.
That is
Yeah,
true.
like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
You know a pedophile
But I
gonna
mean-
figure out a way to get into that kids only network. Like, come on, man. No, that's
So you know,
that's
can't do
worse.
that either.
That's like, hey kids, come to this one secluded location. Pedophiles, stay away. Don't come over here.
Oh, that's where they are.
Right.
Okay.
And they standing on the corner rubbing their hands together like, ooh, yes.
Yes.
Come to this corner.
That's
Even
crazy.
the connecting with each other part, I feel like isn't necessarily needed. Like adults use it to connect to people because we've grown and moved. Like kids are like y'all don't know too many people that done went far away, and y'all need to stay connected with them. Like most
Right.
people still go to school every day. Call them, text them,
Yeah.
FaceTime them. Like y'all don't need to be on like TikTok or Snapchat trying to like connect with people that you gonna see tomorrow when you go to school.
Yeah,
That's-
that's my thing. Everybody has a cell phone, right? So, like, why aren't we, instead of putting you on a national platform, why don't you just share your pictures with your friends? Text each other, call each other. I mean, don't call. But, do what you need to do on that phone. Like, you don't got to go on the internet
Record y'all
to
shit.
talk to your friend.
Just record yourselves doing dances. Y'all ain't got to put them on TikTok. Just record them and share them to your little network.
So then, I mean, after hearing what everybody has said, I'm with like a partial ban. Then, like, I don't know how it would work, but it would. I like what Fred is talking about, like having an on and off, because the social interactions, like I'm seeing with like kids nowadays, especially my kids, they all could be in a room together, but they all on their phones communicating to themselves through the phone and not like interpersonal. Whereas grew up in the generation where where we all, and it's crazy now that we're all now on different screens. But I remember if Fred had the latest game system, we would all go over to Fred's house to want to play that game together versus now it's like, no, you at your home, and that's how the kids kind of do it. So
Like
I'm with like the partial.
The in-person couch gaming experience is way different than online.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's something to think about. Like, I think as adults, I think we understand the value of social media, so we can kind of... But we also experienced what it was like to be a kid without social media.
True.
And I wouldn't change my experience for anything. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I do.
even to be prepared for it, it's like... I understand like the urge to want to prepare them for like the rest of the world, because like to get social media at 16 will probably be wild. There probably needs to be like a ramp up period where like you just have very limited amounts of connections on your social media. Like you can only be friends with people you live with. Like if you don't live in that house, you can't talk to them. Like that, just to like, let's see how you put your business out on the internet. Like you just talking to family, but what are you just saying out here? Like that's a great way to start, because I think too, kids like don't know not to put your business out there. Well, maybe they do, but like I don't know. I feel like social media kind of opened up this door for people to like put their business on the internet that's just unnecessary. I think we all have that one friend, if we're on Facebook, that is like always sick. And every time they have an illness, like Facebook knows about it, and like every ounce of that journey is documented. Pictures in the hospital, pictures after surgery. It's like, damn, you was just sick yesterday, and you are already sick again today. So it's like there is that weird level of oversharing that, like, if I had kids, I would really want them to not want to do. Like, if I could get you to not really care about social media as an adult, I feel like I would have done my job.
I think it's like a shared YouTube account would be like a good way to kind of ease them in, like a family YouTube account. Like
the way we consume media too now is crazy, because just talking about the way we all now are consuming media. Social media now is the new TV. Might as well say too for them, because both of my boys have TVs in their room and they barely watch them. Like in the traditional sense, as what I would watch. Like something like we talk about the Netflix programs, whatever. We in our generation probably are watching them on the TV. They're watching them from some kind of device instead of like the actual TV playing it out loud so that everybody can hear it in the room. They got like their headphones on and this, that, and other. So my eldest son is going to college, and so we were debating on whether or not, he could take his TV. And then we were like, and he wanted to take his TV, but I was like, well, what you gonna take it for? Because you don't barely watch it here. Like, so why don't you just use like your laptop or maybe a monitor or something like that or whatever? And he was basically saying for gaming. That's all. The only reason he wanted the TV was for, I guess, for a bigger screen as far as like gaming. And that was like, I had to catch up with that idea. Like, like not to watch TV, like the NBA finals and nothing like that. No, he's pretty much gonna probably be on his phone or something. Is for gaming. So it's just a different. I don't know. I'm like Greg. Our generation has seen it all, so we kind of
went through all the phases.
Yeah.
I think if we had a band, or if the band was like worldwide, some of these celebrities wouldn't be famous as they are right now.
Oh yeah.
Some of them.
That'd be awesome. I'd be behind that.
Like, I look at people like I show Speed, maybe even like a Kai Cenat, who probably a lot of their, viewers are
Oh yeah.
16 or possibly under, between the 16, maybe even 12 years old age.
Yeah, because half the stuff that they do is not really interesting to us.
Right.
Like our generation, it's really like it's reality TV, and those social networks are networks now. Like literally, like even our channel now, we are a show on TV now.
Yeah, like it's don't Easter. I think even Easter Ray got a show on social media.
She started off as YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So followers are now viewership.
And that's what I think I appreciate from social media is that people can grow on social media. Like you can start off by doing something just like comedians are a prime example.
Yeah.
They do a lot of things on social media until they get to that big stage,
So
and they
like,
can do things.
What if your kid is that charismatic and you see them interacting in real life with their friends and they're becoming, that influencer type personality? Do you shut that down as a parent? Like, like you getting too big?
Because influencers, they can make some money. I heard them kids doing video games, they can make some money.
Right.
Like, boy, do that.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So if you see that, like, you encourage it, like, okay, like, I'm
I say secure the family first, and we'll get you some therapy and get you on the right track.
I mean, I think there's a way that you can do it to where you can protect your kid and still, give them a platform, right? Like they don't need to be in the comments. They don't even need to be loading their videos. All they need to do is just, do their gift opening or whatever their talent is, and just that's it. They don't need to see the followers who's watching the videos. Like that's where the issue comes into, is like when they're like concerned about like, okay, am I popular? Why aren't people watching my videos? What can I do? Like I wouldn't want that.
But you even got that. You even got that kid who plays with toys, and the kids watch. I can't think of his name right now. It's drawing a blank to me.
Ryan, is it Ryan?
Ryan, yeah, it's Ryan, and like it's like Ryan's World or something. He even came up with a show now. Like, he has his own show, so it's
He
like,
got his own cereal.
so it's one of those things where it's like you saw as a kid just playing with toys online, and kids are just watching you, and you blow up. And so it's like it's one of those things where it's like if my kid felt I had that talent and he got like followers, like I probably would not. Like you just go ahead and keep doing it because like
Well,
as long
that's
as
the
he
thing
feels
though.
safe
It's
in that
like he
space.
had
They
the.
said, yeah.
It doesn't just happen though. Like he
Yeah, yeah,
didn't
of course.
just
Like,
get
yeah, he's
followers.
like he
He
didn't
had to
just
do
come
something
up and just
first.
start doing it.
But
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but Ryan had that charismatic and probably just be able to play with kids. Like, who just started like recording somebody playing with toys and it's like let's just put this on YouTube and see what happens,
so you're
right? So
saying
it's
like
like
you as a parent can track their followers going up, but the kid can't see it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like if your kid was a star, all right, and they got let's say the traditional sense, and then they were a child star or whatever. Most of the parents usually stepped in and did the business side for
Right.
them until they could, you know what I mean. So the same thing I would think if my kid is now an influencer, he's going viral, and it's going to the point where it's starting to veer into business. I would have to put my business hat on, or start teaching him business, or me learning business because now you're veering from just playing with toys to this is an operation now. So we gotta run this like an operation.
And so that's why I would be for the ban. Is like that's when you get into like that slippery slope of like parents forcing their kids to be influencers. You get that Joe Jackson trait, and you want to
Play with these toys on camera. Put the video on you.
But also too, like if the ban were in place, then like what is your charismatic child? Who are they performing for? Because you performing for adults. Like get out of here. No, can't be on there either. I'm sorry, you're charismatic. Hold on to that till you're 16.
See, or we need to, if you that charismatic, we need to take you to Hollywood, take you to New York.
So should it be some type of, I don't know, this is far fetched, but you got to pass the test to drive. So what about some type of, I don't know, psychological test?
The mental test.
Yep. You gotta pass it to be able to see if you can handle it.
I think that might be.
I don't know, man.
Maybe if you want to start easing them in, that might be like if you want to start early. So if you want to get on at 15, 14, you got to pass the mental test or something.
Yeah.
You get like a early access.
Okay, like who's administrating the test? Who's the expert that says your kid's
I
ready?
know. See, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's where
Depending upon what president is in the office and all that kind of stuff
You
too.
got to go to the actual doctor. Just go to your doctor. Maybe they.
I think it go back to what Chris said. It's parenting too. So they can only put so many bands around it, and then, but you got to watch your own kids.
Should
There you
you?
go.
What if they can ban you per family? Like this family couldn't.
y'all doing too much.
nah, I'd be pissed. Like my kid get me in trouble now. I can't be on social media. Like,
No, the whole family in general. So like the whole family has to cut up, not just like.
The Kings have
Like
been
the whole
banned.
family search history is messed up.
You got those families where the parents ain't up to no good and the kids ain't up to no good. So you can't expect the kids to be up to good if their parents ain't doing good on social media.
Yeah, true that.
So disconnecting from the world and they hope they die.
No. Dang. Y'all in purgatory. Like, yeah, you've been banned. Dang.
Like we need to ship this family to Great Britain.
Yep.
but there's no ban on this show, so where everybody can watch that you're 18 and over. Because we are an 18 and over podcast. We out, y'all. Peace.
Everybody can watch. That's 18 and over.
That's 18 and over.
But so there's a show I've been watching, guy, on Netflix called Outlast the Jungle, and they set you up in. So you got 3 locations you can go to. You can go to a place where there is like hunting gear because you're basically out in the jungle. There's no like food, there's water that you can easily buy and cook, whatever. But you're just surrounded in this jungle, and you got three options that you can choose from. You can start off with hunting equipment. You can start off with fire, and you can start off with shelter. So if you guys were stuck in the jungle, what would you be more? Where would you want to join to get more supplies of? More supplies of to start a fire, more supplies to build shelter, or supplies to hunt? What would
Do we
you?
have a do we have a length of time that we'll be here?
You have to outlast the other team. So there's more teams out there. You don't know how long you're gonna be out there. You just want to outlast them. The show, I think they had like they was on like day 34, I think, something like that.
So like a month.
Maybe about a
So
month.
like my initial was like, based on what you just said, was like, I'm choosing the shelter camp, and that was my reasoning was like, like I felt like hunting was like you could survive, some days without actual like meat or whatever. And then fire, I was like, I mean, I feel like a caveman can do it. Remember the old guy commercials? Like a caveman can
So
do
Jen
it.
can do this.
Just out here rubbing sticks.
Right. So that's why I didn't choose fire, and then so I chose the shelter camp. I feel like when the survival shows I watch, that's always the first thing they do is like they need to build a shelter. Like, so I chose the shelter camp.
Yeah, I'm choosing the same, man. You gotta go shelter because everything else I feel like is negotiable. Because hunting, I may hurt myself. That sounds like a potential that I'm probably gonna end up hurting myself and not eating
Or someone
anything.
else, like you said,
Right, hurt myself or somebody else for sure. And fire, same deal. Like I'm gonna end up setting the jungle on fire, and I'm not gonna eat anything. What am I doing with fire? Sitting in the rain with nothing to eat. I'd rather at least be under some shelter with nothing to eat. I could maybe find some food. So I choose shelter.
So I was I was thinking. So one of my shows I watch often is Naked and Afraid.
That's where I was going.
I was I was thinking of
Close.
the weaponry.
Close.
So you going to weapon camp?
So
Okay.
yeah, because like they always build like they get a machete, they can always build their shelter. And I'm on the same page with you guys. I can kind of create a fire, but I would probably want something to like make sure I can get something to eat. Um, Depending on like I don't know what the meal sources are out there. But
So this one lets you know before the show, they like, each group gets their own like specific. You get more weapons. You get weapons. You know, stuff to make a fire, shelter, whatever. But they each get like machetes too. Like each team still get a machete. I think this is more so like because they sit there in the jungle, it gives them options to cut up a coconut. So they drink a lot of coconut water. So they are using the machetes to cut down coconuts,
uh,
cut
you get
down
a
like
machete
branches.
automatically.
You do get your machete automatically. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I'll
I
take
should
a
have said
shelter
that.
if I get it. So I'll take a shelter if I
Yeah,
get a
because you're already
weapon.
getting a hunting too.
Yeah.
Now wait, so the weapons are they for protection or
For
for
catching,
hunting for
for
food?
hunting
All of the above.
purposes. Hunting
Okay,
purposes.
so like, how treacherous is this jungle?
It's a jungle.
I mean, the show I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Like they're
What's
not.
the what's the
There's no
what's the
animals
sources?
that's killing them. A
What's the sources that what they
lot
eat?
of them, a lot of them I've seen eating snakes, reptiles, lizards, things like
No,
that.
I
Yeah,
Like I
don't
think
need no
there's
weapons for them.
pigs. There's like pigs on the island, right? There was
Yeah,
I didn't see no
it's
pig.
a what
Oh,
I
like
what
some
I
boars.
It might have been aborted today. I think somebody like the production team caught a boar and like we're trying to bribe the team to go there, but they had to leave their own team to go there. It was a
Well,
boar.
in that case, I might take fire. I might take fire. Guaranteed warmth. And
so
Until
I'm
it rains.
basically with you, Fred, because I base it off of Naked and Afraid, and it always would seem like okay when you got fire, water, shelter, and they all are important. Which one do you do first? And it's almost off the Christian logic where okay, what can you survive off of the longest and you can go a couple days without eating, right? But at the same time, everybody they make their shelter, right? That's fine. You can kind of make your shelter without having tools. Sometimes if you're savvy, you can kind of do some things, especially if they give you a machete. You kind of build you some things. Okay. They usually struggle with fire because of depending upon the environment, it might be a moist environment. If it's jungle, it may rain, it may this, that. And so trying to get a fire started and then keep a fire going. Cause just rubbing them two sticks together, sometimes it work and then sometimes it don't work, right? So you might need that fire starter, you know what I mean, or something like that. But then at the same time, all of the people usually tap out because they hungry.
So
I'm going with I would go with the hunting first and then brush up. I would knowingly go in with the hunting tools, knowing that I'm going to have to step up on the fire and the shelter.
Yeah, well, I switched mine to fire, Gary.
You switch yours to fire?
Yeah, because Josh said everybody gets a machete, so I don't need a hunting tool.
Well, yeah. So then you can use that as a hunting tool too. So so that
Why
would be
are you
my
helping
two
Gary answer his question? I changed my answer,
No,
Gary.
Because
you want to change yours.
He said he was going with me, and I just let
Yup.
him know that that's not what I went with.
I'm
You
out
can't
there
go
with Fred.
with you go by yourself.
No, I'm out there
Gary.
with Fred. Greg.
You can't go with Fred. You gotta go by yourself.
I'm not in your camp, Greg. I'm in Fred's.
so
Is that Fred effect?
so
Right. What Fred? What you gonna do?
That's it. That's how I'm survive. That's how I'm survive.
If you get fire, I'll get shelter.
Fred, what did you choose? You chose the machete. Okay. We
you want
we
with
did
the weapons?
machetes,
That's
sir.
where I'm going. We on the
we
weapons.
want the machetes.
We want them weapons. But when I first started the show, I was like, oh yeah, I would definitely go with shelter too. Like I couldn't be in there without no shelter. But then as the show progresses, I was like, fire might be way more important. Like you think about like I can hunt and kill, but if I can't start no fire, I can't cook it.
You can't cook it.
So like I'm eating raw. So then
Even
they give
with
you
water.
right.
Even
but,
with water, you need to boil it.
Exactly, and they give you a pot so that they have a pot so they can boil the water. You just catch it, go in the creek, get some water, and just boil it, and now you can drink it. So it's one of those things where I was like, man, like fire is really important. And then I think they talk about like fire keeps away like insects and bugs. I think they were at other camps, they were getting ate up. So I was like, oh, fire is really important because like everybody, all the other teams was trying to get to the fire. Like it was
Just
really wild.
wear your glasses and then use the sun as a magnifying glass.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's your fire right there. You got fire on your face.
That's TV.
You just wasted fire.
That's TV.
Now the funny thing is, I don't want to do no spoilers, but a team did think about that. 'Cause they give you binoculars, so I think they screwed the binoculars, took one of them, and used it to start a fire. Yeah, so
You know how long that take though.
Where you going? You trying to outlast? You ain't got nowhere to go. You got all the time in the world.
But see, in the survival setting, because they would depend upon what time they drop you off. It is a time limit because you need to build this shelter or this fire before it get dark. Because when you ain't doing all of this stuff in the dark. At nighttime it get real. You know what I mean? That's when the little bugs and be like, "What's this touching me?" and everything. You know. That's why I wouldn't do naked and afraid. I would just be like survival because I'm like, if an ant crawl in the wrong spot, bruh.
I'm not. Yeah, that's so.
Cut the cameras. I quit.
I'm not being naked in the wilderness. That's what's not going to happen. Like I'm not doing that.
And it made me look at being stranded on a beach different because I would have thought like, oh man, that's kind of like a vacation almost. You got the ocean, you got plenty of water source. Nope, you can't drink the ocean water because it's salt. Okay, then there's different bugs and stuff that come out, sand fleas and all that stuff that come out on the beach and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh man, like, so yeah. I was like, it get real if you talking about like straight survival.
Which one of us would be tap out first?
Greg. Oh, I'm sorry, did I answer too quick? I answered it too quick. You said you don't set the jungle on fire.
I think it's funny that y'all think Greg, but I honestly think all it takes is one spider and Gary gone. So like,
heck yeah, tap
it's
out,
gonna be
tap
Gary.
out. You
So,
right,
like,
you right.
right.
No, wait a minute. I got one option. I got one option. I'm gonna run to Fred first, see if Fred can kill it.
Right.
Machete, Fred, go kill this spider.
Help me.
Help me, Fred.
Fred. I need a big, strong, strapping man to help me. Fred, you've been in the military. Help me.
If that spider overpower Fred, it's over. It's a wrap. We all done. It's over.
And that's the thing. What's your one thing? So I think for Greg, it'd just be the uncomfortability that would make him tap out. So
Yeah.
what is everybody's like tap out reason?
True, because there's gonna be some days it's just hot, it's rainy all day. It's just, can you mentally handle that?
I think this boredom for me. I'd be like, man, I'm bored. Get me out of here.
I think
I can't watch
bugs.
TV. I'm just sitting here just looking at y'all. Like, or, I'm not, I can take that for like a 5 days. I'm like, all right, get me off. Like,
All right,
Bugs
y'all,
would get me.
I'm done. I'm out. I'm done.
You SpongeBob me.
Yeah, all right, I'm out.
I think if we could handle the bug situation to a point, then I'll be cool. But I couldn't survive one of them nights where they waking up and it's all you all ate up and everything, and it's like, yeah.
That's like the one thing you can't control. You're in the jungle. How you gonna
I
control
know.
bugs? Bugs is coming.
They said it's different techniques. Now I know it ain't perfect or whatever. Like the smoke keeps like certain
Yeah, they said,
mosquitoes
on the
and-
fire.
Yeah, so that fire is
Rub
important.
the ash over you.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta get dirty. Get dirty. You gotta figure out where you gonna take a shit, because you can't do it near the camp.
I know that might be my out. Like, I ain't got no bidet here.
You gotta splash.
Splash. Go in the water, just splash it right there.
Yeah, if you don't go squat in the ocean,
Just squat,
talking
splash it up in there.
Flash your ass.
Splash your ass.
I'll have a good day.
Oh shoot.
And I'm the one that's gonna quit early
Yeah.
because it's not comfortable enough.
Well, you fancy,
You
huh?
Alfredito bidet.
Pray to the bidet.
I'm probably gonna be shitting that much because we ain't gonna be eating.
We ain't gonna be eating right. We ain't got no, and nobody get no tools. Wow, that is crazy. So if we was in a group, I was about to say Naked and Afraid, but that took it to a whole nother show. but if we was in a group survival, yeah, our group as the group, like, yeah, could we all survive, or who all would tap out
Women or just the guys?
with the women? Could we survive with the women?
No.
Fred and Nikki out, or Chris and Nikki out for sure.
Sam would be like,
Yep, and then me and Preston are out for sure.
me and Sam, me and Sam
we
would
wouldn't do it.
get into an argument. She'd be like, if I'm tapping out, you tapping out too. Like, what? I don't want to go.
Fred and Jamila winning that one for sure.
Yeah.
It looked like me and Sam would argue because I would keep saying, Fred said. Well, Fred said that we need to go over there.
First, I could use this water for a bidet.
Yeah. Fred said, I mean, if you use this over here, we'll go over there with Fred then. Live in Fred tent. Oh, shoot.
Oh, boy.
But then Jamila and Sam would just talk about that with Jamila.
Right. That's what keep her calm.
It'd be all right.
Yup. Like, I'm just saying. If they got fish over there, then Fred caught some fish. Greg ain't got no fish over there.
Would y'all think y'all be okay with eating bugs and lizards? Like cooking it and just eating it. Like you kill a cockroach, you put it on the fire and just eat it just like that. That's something that first thing I think of, beetle.
If I was in
gotta be-
dire situation, I had to
exactly.
get my mind.
So
Now,
so basically you gonna starve yourself until you be like, I gotta eat this bug then.
yeah, until I got it.
I can't hold on no longer.
Right.
Day two, like, all right, where the bugs at?
Like,
Give it a
oh, there you go.
Roll that log over.
I've been
Shit, I
waiting
see
on
Lion
this.
King. I know where the bugs at.
You said slimy yet satisfied.
I like my beetle well done, please.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah,
Ew,
day two eating bugs.
Thank you so much for listening to the Brothers and Friends podcast. Do you want to chime in on this week's topic? Well, leave us a comment for us to discuss on a future episode. But in the meantime, please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Peace.